like taking my son to school. This ain't cool. It's touching too close to home. And he wasn't but 14.
Police, family members, and neighbors want to know why a 14-year-old boy was shot and killed on an isolated street in South Fairmount. Good evening, everybody. It was barely 24 hours ago that 14-year-old Dewayne Lewis was shot and killed at Blaine and Knox Streets in South Fairmount.
At this point, detectives aren't saying much about Dewayne's murder, but it definitely has the community on edge. Local 12 News reporter Rich Jaffe joins us from the murder scene with the very latest. Rich?
Cami, I have to tell you that this is not the kind of place where most parents would like to see their kids running around. It is isolated, it is wooded, and frankly, you don't get here accidentally. To make it even worse, yesterday, just shortly after 5 o'clock, a 14-year-old boy was apparently shot and killed right here. Late this morning, 3 emotional neighbors came to the spot where Dewayne Lewis was shot and killed to memorialize a teenager they never knew.
That could have been my child, you know what I'm saying? And it's just in the neighborhood, it's touched so close to home to where, you know, I just wanted his family to know where he, have a memorial where they can know where he died at, you know. I would want somebody to do it for me and mine.
Sherman Terry was here yesterday, too.
I heard like 5 shots, then I came down my stairs, I ran outside on my porch. My mama was like, "Did you hear that? Somebody around there shooting," and I was like, "Where?" She was like, "It's close, it's close."
Worried he might know the victim, Terry ran.
When I got here, the little boy was laying here on his side. He had on tan pants, some black shoes, like a goldish, yellowish shirt with a black hoodie with the hood on his head like this, but he was laying on his side.
14-year-old Dewayne Lamarr Lewis went to school at the Carpe Diem Academy on the Aiken School Campus. He died just up the road from where a man named Anthony Matthews was shot and killed on October 5th. There are now 2 murder memorials on this tiny, secluded street, and a handful of fearful, concerned residents looking for answers.
I just live in the neighborhood, walk my daughter up and down this hill, and he's 14. It hurt. I cried yesterday for this little boy, because no matter what's going on, nobody deserves to lose their life like that.
It's hard to miss the irony connected to the idea of stopping the violence here when you look at the fresh bullet holes in the stop sign just a few feet away from where Dewayne Lewis died. Now, police are working on this case really hard, but quite frankly, they don't have a whole lot of information to go on at this point. So they are asking anyone who has information about what happened here yesterday, call Crime Stoppers. In South Fairmount, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News. Cami?
Such a sad story, Rich. Thank you. Anthony Matthews, the man Rich mentioned who was murdered on October 5th nearby, was out on bond after being indicted on drug charges in June. He also had active warrants out for his arrest. If you have any information that might help police, call Crime Stoppers, and that number is 352-3040. You can remain anonymous.